It's more than I could ever imagine, so.
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm having a hard time staying, to be honest.
I mean, obviously you made the choice to go back. What's changed now? Like,
All the lies that I found out about.
that's understandable.
I mean, I found that basically after I moved in, I found out Elena left one day and she left her old phone here, and I had this feeling, so I went through her phone, which I know is an invasion of privacy, but I felt like she was lying to me. And she was. Elena cheated on me.
What, recently?
While we were together. So after we got separated, me and her decided to get back together. Remember that time when we got back together, and then I was telling you, like, I don't get it, like, we were doing fine, and then she just left me out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was really pissed off, and that's when I really started going through a lot of hard times.
Yeah.
So she cheated on me during that time. She didn't tell me. She left me to not know. She just told me it wasn't her responsibility to give me closure, and she kind of ghosted me.
Oh.
Turns out she cheated on me during that time. She had no intention of ever telling me, and when me and her got back together, she had no intention of telling me. She said she was going to take that to her grave, but then when I found out, when I was going through her phone, she had to fess up to it.
Yeah.
And that's not the only lie, but that's one of the big ones. She used the one thing I always told her that I needed, which was reassurance and love. Because sometimes I get insecure because I feel like she's lying.
Yeah.
And so when I asked her if she cheated on me before I moved in, and shortly after I moved in, I was like, I really feel like you cheated on me. She held me and said, I would never do that to you. I've never done that to you. I love you so much. This and that. And it turns out she did. And I've been struggling with that since November.
November. Wow.
Yeah.
That's been a while now that you guys have been. I would have never known. I thought you guys were good.
No, I every day wake up with a knife in my chest. I have nightmares, and it's been hell.
So what can you do about that? I mean, what do you want to, what are you thinking? Like, is there anything like in your head that you?
I have no idea. I pretty much have been numb outside of the pain. Just trying to smile through whatever I can, trying to figure out what I want to do. I don't want to hurt the kids again by leaving. I also feel like there's a part of me that wants to make it work, but then there's another part of me that says, why would I want to make it work with this person?
Yeah.
During our separation, Elena slept with over 30 men.
What?
Different men.
What?
In 7 months. And it makes it really hard for me to look at her the same.
30?
Over 30 men. Different men.
How do you even find that many different men?
She went to sex club over in Kissimmee. She was in orgies and many gangbangs.
What?
It's just, I don't know how to look at her.
I'm sorry, man. I don't even know how to. Jeez, I mean, I'm over here stressed because Maddie talked to Zach for a couple months and kissed him. Like, I don't know how to even remotely, like, address
During
that.
her separation, she started escorting as well.
What?
So she was having sex for money. And, I don't know.
Oh my God, Justin, I'm sorry. Like, that's hard.
I don't know how to do this, Tony. I don't know how to do this. I don't.
I mean, what have you guys? I mean, you guys have been talking, I imagine.
Yeah, I've almost left multiple times. It was about 2 weeks ago where I was one button away from calling the U-Haul. In our situation right now, with Elena going to school, I also want her to succeed and be able to get through school and get a job because I don't want her to go back to escorting. I want my kids to be, I want them to be safe, and I don't feel like that's safe.
Did she even have to do that? Like she needed that money? Like, that's the only way she could get money?
No, she could have got a job, but she doesn't want to work. She felt like, I mean, escorting, she could make, $700, $1,000 in an hour. She could pay her bills in a day and pay all of her bills in one day. She was very happy with it. So.
Well, listen, I'm going to throw this out here right now because obviously this is happening for me, and I'm literally actively looking. But if you want to do a roommate thing, I'd be open to it.
I have a kid, though. I help be there part-time every other weekends.
That doesn't bother me. It's not like it's my
sure?
kid. It's not like it's my kid.
Well, yeah, I know, but I just know you don't really care for kids.
I don't care. Like, it's not like you're going to be bringing the kid in my room.
Well, no.
I don't know. Oh, that's what a.
I feel like I don't. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I want to just figure out a financial plan so I can help her get through school because like I said, I want her to succeed. I want her to be able to get a good job so that she can properly take care of Benjamin.
Yeah.
When Elena and I started seeing each other again, I ended up getting gonorrhea from her.
Oh my. Okay. Man,
it was cured from. I mean, I got antibiotics. It's gone now, but
we don't really talk that much. My God, man.
I haven't told anybody any of this. I don't. How do I tell anybody any of this without them saying, like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like
I'm literally living in like what you would think is like a TV show. Like, this is not real.
Yeah.
I feel like the reality of my day in and day out is that I need to leave. Is that I need to take care of myself and I need to be alone. Like you said, I need to be alone because this. I'll be honest, Tony. I'm broken. This broke me.
I can only imagine. Listen, I'm dead serious, dude. Like, if you don't mind the fact that, like, having a roommate, I don't know if you'd want to do an apartment or, like, try to rent a house or whatever, but I don't have the money I need yet, but I will. But actually, if me and you room together, I wouldn't have to get a second job because we could split the bills.
Yeah. I think I need to go through my finances, and I think that's something I should probably do because this isn't healthy.
No, I don't. Between me and you, I don't think it's something that's a lot. I tried
going to therapy, and my therapist looked at me like I was crazy.
Jesus, dude, I'm sorry that like you couldn't come to me sooner. I know
it's not you. It's that I knew that if I told anybody, no one would understand why I was even staying because I didn't have a reason. Like if they said, my therapist looked at me and she was okay. So why are you staying? And I said, I don't know.
Well, you feel a sense of responsibility, like. Like me and Maddie talked about that with us. Like I feel this sense of responsibility with Maddie. I want to make sure she's okay with like her taxes, with driving. You know, I want to make sure she has somebody to take her places. Like there's a lot of stuff for me that like I feel like I need to do for Maddie. But like we both come to the conclusion that we're hurting each other by being together, and like we've talked about this a lot, like a lot. We've had a lot of talks about it, and it's that thing that you just see every day with the emotions, and like with me not really showing enough emotion, me not being affectionate enough. Like when I say solitude, like I mean I don't want to even remotely entertain the idea of being in a relationship for a while, like a while, because like I'm not
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
I'm not in a place where I can be in a relationship. I'm not in a place where I can give that devotion to somebody that they deserve. Like if me and Maddie have been together for 6 years and we've gone through many ups and downs, and it took a lot for me to realize, and Maddie too, that and the thing is, like, she's getting the house. Like, that was the biggest hurdle. Like, we went through the process of contacting Rocket Mortgage, and they're like, yep, and we're going through the process now. They're doing all the information with her. And, like, now that she can get the house, it's like, okay, we're set. Like, that's good. Like, that's the biggest piece of the puzzle. Like, you're going to have this house. It's your house. She's going to hire a driving instructor to teach her to drive. She has, Kratos and Geralt and her family's coming over on Tuesday to talk and like bring them dinner, and like I'm sure we're going to talk about different things, and like they're going to help her when she needs help. And like the biggest thing that me and Maddie want to do, or I want to do, and Maddie too, is like we don't want this to be toxic, I guess you would say. We don't want it to be this nasty breakup because we've been together too long. We care too much about each other. I know I have a hard time showing it, but I do care a lot about Maddie, and I don't want her to have trouble. And I know you feel that way about Elena right now, even though the things that she's done and the things that you think of what she's done, like you don't want her to struggle, you want her to succeed.
Right.
I think us trying to room together would be a good play. Just judging by what you've told me about your situation and how you feel, it's just.
I mean, if you're good with Benjamin being there, then yeah, I think we should do it.
Yeah, of course, I don't mind, and it would help me tremendously because I would be much better off with all this stuff, and.
Right.
I might even, if that's the case, I could probably lower down what Maddie needs to give me down to like 10 instead of 15 because 15 is absurd. Because then I could pay that stuff off quicker because I'll have more money. Like if we did a house, obviously rent would be super expensive, depending on where we go.
I don't know the market right now.
Okay,
at least I don't know much about the market, but
like a 2-bedroom house, you're looking at like $2,400 a month.
What the fuck?
Yeah. 2-bedroom apartment, you could probably go like $1,700.
Okay, that's also ridiculous for the record.
Yeah, it's pretty absurd right now.
I'm just gonna look and see what's available in Daytona Beach really quick and see what.
Yeah, look it up.
That's heartbreaking.
It's expensive.